So I'm not sure how many jars this pan that I have here. Let me go up a little bit higher so you can see it. This pan I have on my oven is going to make. So I've got my jars sitting out here. I want to make some small jars too, because when you give them away as gifts, you don't want to give away a huge jar all the time. Sometimes you want to give away smaller jars. So I'm going to make some small jars as well. So I have always done this when I can. I always put them on a towel. I don't know why, I just have always done this. So I'm getting all my jars ready. And what I need to do is I'm going to boil my lids. And my reasoning for doing this is to get them hot and to sanitize them. So what I need to do is get a pan and give me some water. Turn it on high. And then I'm going to put my lids in there. The small ones are for these. The large ones are for these, the large mouth. So I need to make sure I have an inner and an outer ring. I boil them both to sanitize them. I don't want to put too many in here at once, but I want to get a few in there. So we'll get a few going here. So we'll let that come to a boil. I still have my salsa going. It looks wonderful. I'm excited. I'm really excited for the kids to get this. And I'll keep a few jars for myself too, so I can give it away as for gifts for later. But it's going to be a great thing to have on hand. I got these wonderful restaurant style things for, I got two of them. This is a smaller one and a bigger one for $5 something at Sam's. I love Sam's, just so you know. And then I should get all my stuff out. I do have, a lot of people hot water bag their containers. I don't, because once they seal, and you don't need to, but you certainly can if you want to. This is for hot water bathing, but I'm not going to need that this time. So I'm not going to do that. I've done this many times this way, and it works fine. If one doesn't seal, we'll just eat it right away, but usually most of them always seal. That's part of the reason for also heating up the lids as well. But the salsa's hot, and that helps too. I'm going to add some more water to this. I want my lids to be covered. There we go. So I'm just waiting for the lids to come to a good rolling boil, and then once they are boiled, I will spoon these using my spatula. I'm going to clean this real quick while I'm waiting. Everything you use needs to be very clean, because if any germs get into your cans, it can spoil the whole batch. So it's always a good habit to get into cleaning everything. So I'm going to wash out my, what is the word for this? This thing. I always can't think of words when I'm doing this. It's so funny. I'm going through all my dish towels. It's always good to have a lot of dish towels when you do this because you're going to go through a lot of them. So this is all nice and clean. And then as soon as this comes to a good boil, I know a watch pot never boils. Silly. I'm silly for watching it. But we'll fill them up. Use that to fill them up. I'm super excited. What I'll do is I'll move this over to this side, turn it off, move it over to this side, and seal it. That's going to be a lot of salsa. And all the extra tomatoes that I haven't used, I'm going to make, I got a package to make, see, I think I have it up here. Don't look at my cupboards. I'm going to wipe all these down. I should do that while I'm waiting. Pizza sauce. I thought I would try making this pizza sauce, and it's backwards, tomato seasoning mix. Because I like to make homemade pizzas. Let's see, how many does it take? 6 pounds fresh tomatoes. I've got about 6 pounds of fresh tomatoes left. So I'm going to try to make some pizza sauce. I like to make pizza, homemade pizzas when my grandkids come over, so this is something that I like to have on hand. So I may try to do that later this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon after my son leaves. He's coming over to get some salsa because I told him I'd have it ready tomorrow. So that's one way I can get my son to come visit me, is to tell him I have salsa ready for him. That's always a good thing. It's getting hotter. It's getting hotter. I guess if I put a lid on it, it would boil faster. I don't, let's see here. If I put this lid on it, it would boil faster. While I'm waiting, I should be wiping stuff down because I make such a mess. And I don't mean to. I'm just kind of klutzy that way. This was from my food processor. Definitely from my food processor. And this, I love these cupboards. I don't want them to be dirty. They wipe down really clean though. They wipe off really nice. Which is very good. But I'm going to be doing some more. I gotta clean my stove when I get done too, because that's going to be a big mess. So I'll be doing that. Dripped a lot apparently. Do not want all this on my cupboards. That looks a little better. See if we're boiling yet. Not yet. But this looks nice. I'm going to put some in a little bowl for me for later. I'll put some in this container because I'm going to keep some out for me, just to have. so I can have some later. This salsa is so delicious. Quit. Quit. Eating butter. But you can see in the pot here that it did boil down some. It was clear up to the top where the top of that red is on there. It boiled down that much just in an hour. I don't like to boil it too long. I don't like to cook it all day long. A good hour is long enough. You could probably go a couple hours if you wanted to. But I think that's good. That got a lot of the liquid out. It's not super thin now. You can see it's a lot thicker now. So that's good. Come on, hurry up. Get to boiling. And see, I still have these tomatoes left that I gotta process, and I still have this whole sack left that I haven't even peeled yet that I gotta do. So I'm gonna do that. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I kind of have to pace myself. It's a lot different than when I was younger. Man, I could do this all day long and I would be fine. It's a lot different when you're older. I'm telling you. It's terrible. Excuse me. Like, you get so tired and like your back hurts. Mine never used to. I don't remember my back hurting when I did stuff like this. Yeah, getting old is fun. So much fun. Okay, that's to a boil now. So we'll let that's good. So I'm going to smooth this over just a wee bit more. There we go. Then I'm just going to scoop I'm going to go over just a little bit more yet. I'll have it all over if I'm not careful. Because I am a klutz. See, I already spilled it on the towel. You have to make sure you leave enough room for the top so it's not completely full. And this is the large one. So let me get a large lid. There we go. And these are toasty. Okay, I should have checked it to make sure there was no salsa on the thing. I'll do that with the next one. See, you can tell it hasn't been a while since I've done this. I'm just going to rotate these all the way back. Because you should always wipe them down and make sure there's nothing on the edge. And I did not do that. So I need to make sure I do that. Still a little watery. Probably should have drained it a little bit more, but that's okay. And this is what I mean. You're supposed to wipe this down and leave from here on up empty. that ring down there. Whoops. Come here. Can't get a hold of it. Easier said than done, huh? There we go. One out. Those are tight. And you don't have to screw them on super tight, because once they pop, they're sealed. I'm going to do a smaller one now. Yeah, that's hot. Some people will leave these upside down so that they seal. And I forgot to wipe it down again. Gosh, I need to do that. I've never found that to be necessary, but you can do it that way too. It's just whatever you want to do. But isn't it pretty? Isn't that so pretty? Super pretty. I'm super proud of those. Super, super proud of those. Now I'm going to put this one back in to the hot, hot. And I forgot to wipe it down. Alright. Fifth one will be the charm. We'll do a big one now. Well, if they don't seal right, then I'll know why. So I'm not being careful enough. Well, it would be helpful if I would have put one of these in here. There we go. Now, let's wipe it down so there's no moisture on it. There we go. Code stop. My little chihuahua doing that. She wanted in. She wanted in. Okay, let's do another big one. This is exciting. Look how many I'm getting so far. Wipe it down. I'll get my hot. Super duper hot. go. I need to put another one in there. There we go. See, now I remember. Okay. Starting to use it up. Small one. And if you put the salsa in there hot, and then the lid's on there hot, it'll seal it just as good as if it were in a hot bath. Look, we got 6 quarts there, and then 3 little ones now. Yay. Let's see, we want to let's do another big one. See if I can fill another big one here. Because these will be what I give to my kids. They'll want the big ones. Perfect. Good. I'm not sure this will fill this one or not. We'll try it and see. Might. Try to get a small one out of this one. perfect. All right. Perfect. Okay, that's a pretty good haul. That's 6, 7 big ones and 4 little ones. 4 pints and 7 quarts. I'm happy with that. And I still have more left to do. I could do another batch of salsa, or I could do pizza sauce, and I think I'm going to try some pizza sauce because I can give that to my kids as well. So let's rinse this off so it gets reusable. And that's that. Salsa is made. Look at my beautiful salsa. I'm super excited. Thank you for joining me in making salsa. I know it's kind of messy. I'm kind of messy making it, but thank you for joining me, and I really appreciate it. Please give me your thoughts in the comments and any ideas of ways I can do better. I would really appreciate it. But, you know, I still would consider myself a beginner because I've only done this probably 5 or 6 times. And the last time I did it was like 5 or 6 years ago. So, thank you. I appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.